You can start.
Okay. Good morning, everybody. My name is Lyndon Ad Lib, but in the military they called me Master Sergeant Lyndon Ad Lib. In 2004, I volunteered to go to Iraq, and I wanted to serve the country like a lot of my people that I trained, and a lot of my comrades went to Iraq. So I guess it was, my calling to raise my hand and have to decide to go to Iraq. I thought that it would be simple, just from here going straight to Iraq, which is not. That's not true. What happened was we have phases of training. First phase was I got sent to Fort Carson, Colorado, where we did all our training, our prep up. We just started weapons training all over again, training on M60s, M16, M4s, M9s, M203 grenade launcher. We have to know the weapons that we're going to use. And after weapons training, we did our medical training because we have to. If some of us get hit, then we got to be able to treat that individual to make sure he'll survive before the helicopters or the medevac him out of there. And then, of course, that ongoing training, we all do our physical training every day, which we'll wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning, running, doing all kinds of crazy Army stuff. Which for me, it was hoo-ah, because that's what we do. That went on also with a lot of other trainings that went with that, combat lifesavers. Also, we did the customs and tradition of Iraqi people, or Iraq, because we just need we don't have, I know they're the host country, and we don't want them to make a fool of ourselves, because a lot of GIs have already done that. So anything that will disrespect them or stuff like that. So just stuck. but anyways, it's I kind of liked it because I got a crash course on Iraqi language, which I know how to speak a little bit just to get by and not to carry a conversation. But anyways, and then after Fort Carson, Colorado, then we were sent 2 months later. We were sent to Fort Bliss, Texas, where it was around summertime, and it was like 110 degrees, but it wasn't as hot when we got to Iraq. When we finally landed, we'd say goodbye to the command. The whole command was in Fort Bliss, Texas. When we said goodbye to the command, and we boarded at 2 a.m. in the morning on a DC-10. When we landed at Doha or in Kuwait, when they finally opened that door, that heat as soon as they opened that door, the heat that freaking hit my face was just so freaking hot. It was just like opening an oven and trying to see if your chicken is baked. You know what I'm saying? But that's how hot it was. Plus, we were wearing all this combat gear, and I didn't know what to expect, right? But I'm there for a reason, and the show must go on. Then we stayed in Kuwait for another month, and I'm anxious to go to war. And another month in Kuwait, just sitting and waiting. But this time we're trying to find internet, trying something to do, but there was nothing to do. Play with scorpions and things like that. But we're Army guys. We find ways to keep ourselves busy. And then after a month of waiting in Kuwait, finally the road to Baghdad. So we took the C-130 to Baghdad, from Kuwait to Baghdad. And by the time we got to Baghdad, C-130 did one of this maneuver thing before they landed, because we were receiving fire from the Iraqis. So he did this one thing like that. When you were inside, just riding a roller coaster, it's like, whoa! But I never rode in the C-130 like that before. But I'm there. So we landed in Baghdad, and we took a bus. 3 Iraqi, there was like at least 70 of us in that C-130. And we took this bus. By the time we rolled out of Baghdad, and we were in the middle of freaking somewhere in Baghdad city, one of the bus stopped, and we thought we were going to get hit right there and then. A lot of GIs got out, assumed their position, and we were stuck there for like 5 minutes. And finally, one of my
10 more seconds.
Finally, one of the Army guys pulled out his 9mm Beretta and pointed at the driver, said, "You get get this freaking bus going, it'll freaking blow your head. And the guy panicked, but shit, it's miraculously the freaking bus started. And we went on and went to Taji. And our first day in Taji, in Mosul, in Baghdad, in Iraq, we were receiving enemy fire right as we were getting inside the compound. We were receiving enemy fire and mortars and rockets. And that was my first experience, my first day in Iraq. Lovely Iraq. I will tell you more, but that was my 5 minutes. Thank you very much.